everyone, it's Kate here to talk to you about my summer reading plans. So I think maybe possibly I'll be doing TBRs all summer. I'm not sure, to be determined. But I also know that more than any other season, I just think of the months of June, July, and August just as a season, as this lump kind of group of time and not so much as individual months. So I was just getting really excited about the summer and wanted to kind of map out my reading I would do this summer. And as I like to do in any time, I like to have variety in my reading. So I wanted to make sure I had, some not just reading all of one kind. So I'll just show you via genre what I'm wanting to read. So the first category I have are modern classics, and a lot of these are the term that's been going around, twee, kind of charming country reads, because I've been reading lots of mysteries lately and I absolutely love mysteries, but I want some charm in my life. So these are the books that I've selected for modern classics / charm. I read The Trustee from the Tool Room by Neville Shute. I had to look up to see the title earlier in January, I think it was, and really enjoyed it. It's just the writing isn't anything showy. It's definitely, good, but it's more the story that I think is good. His story, Neville Shute's storytelling, I'm really impressed by. And so this is The Pied Piper by Neville Shute, and it's about a man who on a fishing trip in France, and he ends up staying there during World War II, and he's trying to get back home. And he ends up taking some children who are trying to get back home with him, hence the title Pied Piper. So I would like to read this. I think it's a good summer read, kind of an adventure type story. So definitely want to read some more Neville Shute. And the next is another plug for my All Creatures Great and Small summer read-along I'll be doing. So these are just really charming and heartwarming stories about a country vet who works with lots of big animals, James Herriot. And so All Creatures Great and Small, All Things Bright and Beautiful, and then All Things Wise and Wonderful. So I am just, every time I think about the fact that I'm going to be reading these, I get excited and more excited. And the next, you saw that, and the next ones I'm going to show you in the summer series I want to read, so I probably won't go into lots of detail about them. This is the Kristen Lavransdatter series by Sigrid Undset. These won the Nobel Prize for Literature in the 1920s. They came out a couple different years. Anyhow, I really want to read these. These are in medieval Norway, which is a setting that is I have not read anything of, and they are just about Kristen's life and her romance and I think children maybe. I don't want to read, the backs of the latter ones because I don't want any spoilers, but I'm really wanting to get to those. I'm planning on reading one a month, and then another series that I'm planning on reading one a month is the Elliot family trilogy. The first is The Bird in the Tree, Pilgrim's Inn, The Heart of the Family. So I think this is just kind of an epic saga about a family during World War II in England, and so I'm really excited to get to it. Elizabeth Gouge is an author I've heard only good things about, and she's kind of a lesser known Stella Gibbons era author, and so I'd really like to read some of her work. She also wrote The Little White Horse, which J.K. Rowling said is her favorite childhood book. Then some more modern classics, which bring all the charm, are some more Angela Thirkell Barsetshire stories. And so since I just hauled two of the new ones that I was very graciously sent for review, I really want to read more in this series. And so the next three in the series are Summer Half, August Folly, and then Pomfret Towers. And these just are the lives of different people living in this area called Barsetshire. And I'm really looking forward to reading more of them. They're very charming, light, funny, and fast-paced, but also relaxing. And so that is the charm section of my summer reading plans. Next in my summer reading plans, as always, I'm planning on some classics. So I will show you, I'm planning on 3 big classics, or 2 big classics, 1 not so big classic. The first is East of Eden by John Steinbeck. I was hoping to somehow fit this in May. I don't know what I was thinking. So I'm just giving it as a goal for summer to read this. We'll see how it goes, but I have not read a like complete John Steinbeck, so I really want to read East of Eden, and I think summer sounds like a great time to read it. It's been on like my short list for a long time, so I really do want to get to it. Next, I will be reading with Marie Berg starting in the summer. I don't know when we'll be finishing, but I'm very excited to do a buddy read with Marie because she's just lovely and just absolutely loves classics like I do. And that is Bleak House by Charles Dickens. So I think I've decided the way I want to read all of Charles Dickens' books. I don't know if you remember that I had said that, but I do eventually. And so I think maybe a Dickens a season is what I want to do. Although I will be reading a couple chapters, several chapters from Dickens' Our Mutual Friend, but that doesn't mean I can't read another one in the meantime. So Bleak House by Charles Dickens, this one is really chunky, but from Alicia at Ex Libre, Yemeni at Skeptical Reader, and Ange over at Beyond the Pages. They read this in just a matter of days, so I'm really looking forward to reading that from Charles Dickens. And then I am planning on reading with Stephanie from That's What She Read, The House of Mirth by Edith Wharton. Edith Wharton is an author I am extremely, extremely intimidated by. So I'm really excited that Stephanie wants to read that with me. So I'm really looking forward to that. And then just trying to organize everything. Okay, then for as far as chick lit goes, I really want to read another Rosamund Pilcher. And so I think I don't, have more ones for summer in my possession, but her books are just like so cheap. So I think I'll just order ones. And actually I think I've read most of her longer ones. So that will be nice. Maybe I could fit in two. I think I'll just look at like the top rated ones on Goodreads, but I definitely want to fit in some cozy Rosamund Pilcher over the summer. And then I'm planning on a buddy read with a couple of ladies of The Distant Hours by Kate Morton, who I consider kind of in the same rank and category as Rosamund Pilcher. So I really enjoyed The Forgotten Garden by Kate Morton, and I'm really looking forward to getting to this one. I also want to include some fantasy in my summer, and so I want to read The Shadow Rising by Robert Jordan. This is the fourth in the Wheel of Time series, and hoping that possibly I could also fit in, I have to look at The Fires of Heaven. So I'm really hoping to read some more in the Wheel of Time series because there are 14 books in this series, so I have a ways to go. Then let's see, anything else? Oh, mysteries, of course. I am planning on a buddy read of a thriller called In a Dark, Dark Wood with a bunch of ladies in August. And I just think August will be just such a fun month to read a thriller. And I think thrillers just are really suitable to summertime. And then I want to read two more in the Flavia de Luce series, The Weed That Strings the Hangman's Bag. And so I'm really looking forward to seeing some more Flavia because I want to have these two finished so then I can read the Christmas one in December, and Red Herring Without Mustard. So I'm looking forward to continuing with this. And then I've been missing reading Inspector Wexford mysteries, so I really would like to get to these. So the next Ruth Rendell is The Babes in the Wood. This is the 19th in the Inspector Wexford series. And then number 20 is End in Tears. And then number 21 is Not in the Flesh. And this is a really short one for Ruth Rendell. This is only 300 pages. So I am just really getting excited about summer and planning out my reading. It's another thing that can make a season really fun. And of course, this isn't what I'm going to stick to like very strictly, but if I'm feeling in the mood for it, this is kind of the type of summer reading I'd like to have. So I am looking forward to hearing what you guys are planning on reading this summer, and I will see you for another video very soon.